It's 12/1/21. So, another quantum month. Just to put things in perspective, we attempted to hit the jackpot 75,000 years ago when we had an ascension opportunity into fourth density awareness to stay up as a social memory complex, and we fell. Lucifer was not a problem at that point. The Elohim were not super hijacked. Our major opponent was Dog. And somehow, in ways that we'll find out, that critter had body vessel design occupancy just outside your pineal gland, all around it. Use every preposition you want. Well, all on the outside, kind of like an egg. But you're the yolk in the egg. The yolk's on you, human. So my point is, that's 75,000 years ago. We were the lit light bulbs, solar powered, independent, collectively autonomous, hitting it in the collective light. And somehow, when we got really bright, Dolph started his mind game about this. Ultimately, it's a psyop, because once you get really bright, he needs it for the exploitation because of the path he's on. How do you forgive that? Beyond my, obviously, you forgive everything because it's all meant for that. I'm just explaining that. So that was a barrier to ascension 75,000 years ago because, for whatever reason, we couldn't hold it. We got it up and the good ship was floating. And because we were so lit, they found a way to get us, with just thinking. You think you're free and powerful? You're stuck in that collective. I can imitate Toth, I guess, maybe because, it's a little bit intuitive as to what the psyop would be. And you have to figure that the flippin' Dracos were there then. So even if Lucifer wasn't the false light of sorts, maybe less mature in that regard, but Thought won the match, and we got drugged back down and he got pineal gland construction rights because the body vessel design was not finalized until one each. Yeshua ben Joseph, 60% ego. You bet he had a pineal gland. He had a high self. He had 60% rock and roll, to include Solomon. So that man, there's nobody like him, ever. It's just that way. And it was a story that was put together for all of us. I participated. I'm raising my hand. If you hear my voice, you probably participated. You met him on the road, whatever, because we're all supposed to go, what? When it comes time. So my point is that 75,000 years ago, we missed it and we back down here. Let's say that Lucifer's hijack may have occurred, I think maybe 189,000 years ago, but the deluge had not. So the moon was not in place. Atlantis and the 75,000 year hit was Lemuria, and Atlantis perpetuated from there. So although they were a part of that ultimate miss whatever happened. And then the deluge occurred 12,500 years ago. That's when the moon got put in place, and a huge piece of crystal before Atlantis dropped was relocated, and it's got the largest rose crystal in the world was moved to inside America, and other stuff went down to Brazil. Huge, monstrous, and we're going to a crystalline grid. So guess where I am, viewers? Is it McDonald Land, halfway built? No. St. Louis, the land of the blues. They had good barbecue here. And some army band thing I went to was interesting. So the deluge was 12.5, peeps. And that wasn't even an Ascension window. That was just messing with the deck of cards. Old Zuckerberg got to go do his Atlantis thing as the circus attraction that got a nicer body. And now he wants to put a hood over your eyes. Heads up display. Come with me to Meta. He'll have a big smile on his face. Come on down. So that's the point is that we right now, like getting into the transform mode, we're like double dipped with Lucifer's not done yet. I mean, he's on his way back from multiverse vortex lockout, but every day we watch Biden on TV is a day closer for something to happen. And I'm just saying, it's live and in color right now. Mommy took her hands off the wheel, and the angels can only participate as source directs. So just realize that it's a free will system, and there's a lot of double dead people that now vaccinated. So get that. You've got the entombment inside your pineal gland, which most people don't even know where it is. Then you've got the psyop, eat my body, drink my blood, Draco. You know, that's how they get by Jesus. Just, hey, eat it and drink it and be quiet. So much awareness is needed for our fellow airsuit occupants on the surface of Gaia right now, because there's a bunch of confused people. We got some reptiles, you know. We have everything we need in order to have potential failure. And we're already on the timeline where everybody's kind of chosen already whether they want to serve each other or predominantly serve themselves as, hey, this is how I'm living. And it's a full bandwidth of decision making. It's multidimensional, really, because if you think great things about someone all day long in terms of helping them in your imagination, you know what, that matters for how you feel. And if you're feeling love towards others, then you're doing the right thing. So you're going to make it. But you want to go for the highest notch you can. Not only double break out of this thing, you know, break out of Alcatraz with, I guess St. Louis has some carnival stuff built in. You need to learn what you're, and I'm not a really good example of being able to self-realize what I preach. I do, in fragments, so I know what I'm talking about, and I know the truth, because it's just how it is. At least I am refined to a point where I have to consciously be open to somebody that's tapping on my window to try and tell me something, because I naturally seek the full bandwidth answers to everything, and in our day and age, they're at our fingertips. So our brother was, he made his way around on sandals and on elephants and enjoyed himself, I'm sure, every step of the way. He didn't have the World Wide Web to go learn like we do, so therefore, fellows, and I'm not saying that, the web is where the answers are, I'm just saying the information's there, discernment is there. People like Sam the Illusionist and DNA Awakening, all these channels, all these beautiful women who are telling us things that you just need to listen to and stop eating at McDonald's, because you're just not going to make it then. It means that you're just going to miss it. They didn't have McDonald's on Lemuria, but you can bet they had animals to eat, I'm sure. So when we reverse engineer all this by, with, and through thought, just reverse it, because the DNA will allow for it. Our DNA is sacred, it's timeless, it's near real-time updated. The universe is inside your transceiver as a participant with a universal point of origin on this planet right now. So that's how it really is. And it's great. And it's December 1st. So on 4 December, the sun's going to do potentially something that we'll see visually. But we know that, as certain as anything, a Council of Planet sanctioned event is pending on the 4th. And it's going to represent good things for us. So it's going to be an interesting day to sort of see what manifests visually. Rambo is thinking about his breakfast. So everybody have a great day, and much love. Bye.